LG has already unveiled some pretty cool rolling displays. Well, taking inspiration from that, a studio called BooBoon has made some concepts. Yes, these are 3D renders, they are not real products, but they seem pretty interesting. They've released a series of images for a project called the Totem. It looks like a pretty minimal speaker soundbar system that also has a rolling display built into it. I mean, it's not crazy to think about that because LG, as I said, has already built a high-end rolling TV. Of course, it's ridiculously expensive. It's like $17,000 or something. It's pretty crazy. It's only meant for the cream of the crop, the people who don't have any limits on their credit cards. So when you can really buy that in real life, I don't see why a concept like this cannot exist in the future. Based on the concepts, it has height adjustment, it has a speaker system, and it can even swivel to a vertical orientation as well. It seems pretty dope and minimal, isn't it? I mean, OLED can be rolled into something like this. Of course, the real product may not look as sleek as this because it needs a rolling mechanism to store the display when it's hidden away, right? It just doesn't disappear. So it requires some kind of a bulk to hold all of this thing together. Like it has to have the speaker drivers, it has to have the display underneath, and it needs the peripherals and components that make this display functional. So while this seems pretty cool, I think we are a little bit far from that being a reality. I think the bottom section where the speaker is, I think that'll be a pretty thick beefy boy. Still, when it's all folded up, it will look something like this. It will look like a strange decorative item in your home until a display rolls out of it. Just like that rolling TV looks like a coffee table when it's rolled up. And if they could find a way to make it battery powered, that'll be even dope because you don't have to always have a cable being plugged into it. You can have the display show something by, wirelessly screencasting it. We have battery powered touchscreen displays already, so it's not that crazy to think about a rolling display with battery power. And based on what we have seen for that rolling TV, it will be pretty much like this. It will be as bezel-less and edge-to-edge as we are seeing here. Of course, there is no word on any release dates or prices. These are just concepts, but I mean, look at this. Wouldn't you like to have this in your office or home? This probably won't be like a main TV or anything like that, but this will be like a living room temporary entertainment center where you just sit for a couple of minutes with guests and look at something. Kind of like a complement outside of your main media room. And if we are being honest, if you can afford something like this, you probably have a theater built into your home.
Facts.
We even have some I/O representation on the back, like a power button, some sort of a home button, maybe volume controls, and what looks like another button. I'm not sure what that is. Again, this is not any final design. It may look a little different, but yeah, this is very much possible. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, 5 years ago, we would look at these concepts and say they are just futuristic renders and they will forever stay a dream. Or maybe we'll see it in 2040 or 2050. But no, I mean, looking at what we have in 2022 already, this may be a reality in another year or so. That's why I love talking about tech. This thing never gets boring. Anyways, I'll leave a link to the Studio BooBoon website. They just have 3 projects going on. You can take a look and let me know what you think.